And I hope you're all doing well wherever you are watching me from. And in today's live stream, I just want us to talk about how much do we value self-care, or how much do we value taking care of ourselves in our day-to-day life, in our everyday business, in everything that we do. How much do we value taking care of ourselves, or do we focus more on doing everything else that we do and we don't remember taking care of ourselves? Because self-care is something that we have to learn to put in our day-to-day lives. For this reason, in everything that we do, we need to remember that we are doing it in a way that we fix somewhere something to do with self-care or taking care of ourselves. Joash, the chef, hello, how are you doing? Thank you so much for coming, Joash. And I still remember I have to subscribe back to you. It's not yet 24 hours, so don't worry, I'll get back to you. How are you doing today, and what are you cooking for us? What are you cooking for us, Joash? What are you cooking for us today, Joash? The chef, Joash the chef. Yeah, so I was just saying, or talking about the question. I want us to be able to answer this question as we discuss. How much do you value self-care? Taking care of yourself in your day-to-day life. Josh says, I'm doing great, thank God. That is good. I'm happy that you are doing great. Hey! Lillian, you're here. How are you, sis? Thank you so much for coming, and thank you for the thumbs up. Yes, and in today's discussion, I'm just putting forward to you a question. How much do you value self-care or taking care of yourself, or what do you understand by taking care of yourself? Lillian says, greetings family, we are good family, and I believe that everybody else is fine also in the background. Lillian says, I'm doing fine, sis, thank you so much. So Lillian, you are the ones in the chat. How much do you value self-care? How much do you value self-care? And what do you understand by the term self-care? Are you the kind of a person who is living your life putting or prioritizing self-care as something important to you in your day-to-day life? And what are those things that you always do as a way of taking care of yourself? Yes, feel free to engage in the discussion, feel free to participate in the chat. And as we move on, and I believe that this discussion is going to bless us, because all of us, we can drive something out of it. Like, how do you usually care for yourself? Like for me, when I'm talking about self-care or wholesome self-care, it's about being able to take care of yourself mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, taking care of yourself. Like, do you remember to take water? Do you remember to eat proper meals, or to choose how to eat, or your way of eating? Do you remember to rest? Such kind of things. Lillian says, first I make peace with myself. Yes, it's very important to make peace with yourself, because that is part and parcel of taking care of your emotional and mental health. Because what makes us stay in a way that we are not peaceful and we are staying in a fearful or an anxious manner is when we don't make peace with ourselves. Like, we feel where we are, it's not where we are supposed to be. Like, we feel like we are supposed to be somewhere else, instead of appreciating and accepting where we are, what we are in the moment, as we work towards what we ought to be, or what we want to be. Thank you so much, Sharon Shril. How are you? African Jojo says, hi host, I'm good. African Jojo says, greetings with some love. George says, maybe worshiping live. Maybe worshiping live. I don't know what you mean by that, Josh, but probably you're meaning worship is part and parcel of self-care, like in terms of probably releasing some negative energy. African Jojo says, Sharon, hi. Charity, my namesake, how are you doing? And she says, hi all. Lillian says, African Jojo, hi. Sharon, thank you so much for the love. Thank you so much for everybody who has done the tap. Please tap the screen for me, like the live stream. Sharon says at Lillian Okendo, at African Jojo, at Charity. Yes, guys, we are here and talking about self-care. What are those things that you do to take care of yourself? Yeah, Sharon says at Mugeni, I'm good, dear. Thanks. I'm happy you're good, Sharon. Thank you, Paulino Side, just waving. Pauline says, Sharon, just waving. Lilian Okendo says that, Josh, I connected to you last week. Please connect back. I hope you hear that, Josh. Lillian is just sending us some love. Jojo says, thanks, host. Lillian says, Pauline, hi. Sharon is giving us some warm hugs. African says, Oside. Sharon says, Pauline Oside, just waving there. And Lillian says, Sharon, hello. So guys, as you listen in and as you participate in this discussion, what are those things do you do really to take care of yourself as a person, like mentally, spiritually, emotionally? African Jojo says Charity and is just looking at me with those eyes. I don't know why, African Jojo. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. And please feel free to participate in the discussion. What are those things that you do to take good care of yourself? Lillian told us that she makes peace with herself. Whichever the place she is in life, her circumstances, whatever is going on in life, she makes peace with whatever is going on, and it helps her be at peace. Josh says, Lillian Okendo, done. Thank you so much, Josh. Yes, so it's important in everything that we do in our lives to just take good care of ourselves. Like everything we are chasing in terms of improving ourselves financially. Finances or money is a very important thing in our lives. We cannot ignore it. For you to put food on the table, you need money. For you to do anything for yourself, to clothe yourself, to take care of your family, you need money. Yeah, but as we chase these things to improve ourselves, do we remember to take care of ourselves mentally, emotionally, spiritually? African Jojo says, praise God, host. Praise God, African Jojo. Lillian says, by accepting who I am. Yes, it's important to accept who we are. Yeah, that is part and parcel of taking care of our mental and emotional well-being. Lillian, thank you. Paul says, hi people. Sharon is giving us some warm hugs there. Thank you so much, Paul Ayub. African Jojo says, Paul, you're welcome. Yes, so personally, I really think that it is important to always remember to take good care of ourselves. Remember to eat when we need to eat. That is, sometimes we may lack food, yeah, but I'm talking about a person where there is food, but you just put your time on work, you forget about eating. Like, sometimes you may not even have that much appetite, but remind yourself to eat something. Eat something. Sometimes you will not feel thirsty, but remind yourself to take some water throughout the day. That is part and parcel of self-care. Spiritual self-care, like remember to make a prayer, to worship God, Annie's Kitchen, thank you so much for coming. How are you doing? Anne says, hi, Charity. Anne says, like number 5. And then Annie's Kitchen is just laughing there and giving us some warm hugs. African Jojo says, support the pin. Guys, road to 200 subscribers. Yes, guys, I have pinned African Jojo. Please support her, connect, and she's going to connect back. So I'm just saying, how much do you value self-care and what do you do to take care of yourself? Annie says, I'm fine, thanks. Thank you. Blessings. Thank you, Paul. Annie says, hope you too. I'm fine too as well. Annie and Sharon, kindly share with us what are those things you do to take care of yourself mentally, emotionally, physically, as you do your day-to-day life, taking care of your family, going to work, whatever work you're doing. Do you try your best to take care of yourself, like trying to get enough sleep? What are those things you do to take care of yourself? Like for Lillian's case, one thing that she prioritizes is to make sure that she makes peace with herself and whatever is going around her. Wanga Lady in the house. Thank you so much, Wanga Lady. How are you doing? African Judge says, Paul, you are spamming. Timothy says, Mugeni, hi, I'm good. Timothy, long time no see. Lillian says, Charity, I'm working my video. I'll be back. I understand you, Lillian. It's okay. Thank you for your support. African Judge says, Joanne is sleeping. Yeah, I hope she is. If she's sleeping and it's part and parcel of taking care of herself, we say, praise God. Like some of us, we work until we forget about even sleeping. Do we really try as much as possible to get enough sleep? That is part and parcel of self-care. African Jojo says, Paul, use YouTube emojis. Oh yeah, Paul, use YouTube emojis so that it cannot spam my whatever, my my live stream. It cannot take away my watch hours. Yeah, thank you so much, Paul, for your support, and I think that reminder is just from good faith. African Jojo says Wanga, and then Linda. Linda, thank you for coming. How are you doing, my sister? Linda says hi, Charity, with some love there and hug. Thank you, Linda. Paul says Jojo, call her for me, and then African Jojo is just sending us those beautiful emojis as well as Lilian Okendo. Linda says like, thank you so much, Linda, for liking. God bless you. Yeah, and African Jojo says, Linda, hey, darling. And guys, remember to check on the pinned person. That is African Jojo. Let us help her grow her channel. George says, today, let me take this opportunity to thank you, Charity, from 20 to 47 subscribers. It's not easy. God bless you guys. You're welcome, George, and that is how we grow. Linda says, hi, Jojo, and you guys please engage in the discussion. What things do you do to take care of yourself? How do you take care of yourself? Is that important to you? How much do you value self-care? Linda says, hi, Paul. Yeah, I didn't know that self-care was important until there was a time in my life that I had to deal with a high kind of anxiety. And then when I learned how much it's important to take care of myself, like no matter whatever I'm doing, when I reach a point that I feel like my body is just not responding, I just take my time off and rest. Like you don't have to keep pushing until you stress yourself out and you become sick because you are working or because you're pushing so hard. Linda says self-care is essential for me. Yes, Linda, it's essential. And what do you do? What are those things do you do to take care of yourself, Linda? What do you always do to take care of yourself? What are some of those things you do? Just says maybe going out, clubbing, reading storybooks. That is according to Joash. But I would just want to point out that clubbing might not be as healthy as that, even though it's a way of releasing, but sometimes you can release and it can bring out not so good repercussions. But you can go out as well with just a few friends, have a nice meal, or have a cup of tea, yeah, in a relaxed manner, not necessarily clubs as such. Reading storybooks is good, Josh, because it's helping our minds. Faye says hi, dear. Oh, Faye already ended your live stream. Thank you so much for the like done, Faye. Thank you. Wanga Lady, thank you so much. Linda says the main benefits of investing in self-care include reduced stress and anxiety, lower risk of illness or disease, and increased satisfaction in our daily life. It is very true. It is very true. Because when you care for yourself, you will also be preserving your money. Sometimes you work so hard to get money so that we can have a better life, but you realize that it all ends up in the hospital, because we are always sickly if we are not taking care of ourselves. Like taking good rest, taking care of our spiritual nourishment is a very good way of just ensuring that, yes, you will be sick though, even though you are taking care of yourself, but at least it will take a longer time to fall sick. You might not be so sick so often. Sharon says, sending us some love hugs there. Margaret Mora, I remember you. Thank you so much for coming, but you haven't come with your main account, but it's okay. Let me give you a moderator so that you can be able to connect with others. Thank you so much, Margaret Mora, for coming. Thank you, Wanga Lady. Pauline says, still on charity, busy here. It's all right, Pauline. Faye says, unajitaje IG, unieleze StreamYard. EV Charity Mugeni. EV Charity Mugeni, Faye. EV Charity Mugeni. Sharon says, I don't go there so oftenly, but I will check. I will check just because you told me. Sharon says, Wanga Lady just waving there. Pauline says, Wanga with some love. Linda says, my self-care to-do list include prayer and meditation. Prayer and meditation, yes, is also part and parcel of self-care. Like for me, it is also very important to spend your time, some time with God in a spiritual worship. Like, even if you don't know how to meditate, there is a way in which some people meditate, like just putting their minds, focusing on a specific thing. But you can also meditate on God's word. It's part of that. There is also physical exercise. There is also ensuring that you're eating well. Margaret says, hi everyone. Sharon says, at Margaret Mora. Faye just waving there. Wanga Lady, thank you. To Sheil. Sharon, thank you for those love. Oh, Monga is in the house. How are you doing, Monga? Greetings with some love there. Thank you, Lillian. Margaret says, you're welcome, Mugeni. You're welcome too, Margaret. Please feel free to connect with these guys. They will connect back to you. Lillian, thank you so much. Monga says, Wanga. And then Monga says, Lillian with some love. Lillian says, Monga, long time. And then Lillian is just there sending us those beautiful emojis. Margaret says, thanks for your support, everyone. You're welcome. Thank you so much, Wanga. Monga says, Lillian, work is keeping me away, my sister. Monga says, Wanga. And then Linda says, hi, Monga says with some love. Margaret says, Wanga, hi. Margaret says, hi, Lillian. And then Wanga says, Monga with some waving hands. Wanga says, Morar. Monga says, Linda, my sister, how are you? Margaret says, hi, Linda. And you guys feel free to participate in this subject of discussion. How much do you value self-care? And what are those things you do to take care of yourself? Like in my case, I know that self-care has to be wholesome, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. So we all ought to always think about to have some time to rest, to be able to have some spiritual connection, and to always do physical exercise when we can, stretching, taking a walk, such kind of things. And when you are working on something and you just feel like your body is just not responding, you're feeling like you're not okay, even though you are not sick, always take time to rest. Always take time to rest. Like For me, that is how I take it. Linda says, I'm good, and you, Monga. And then Sharon is just giving us some warm hugs there. Monga says, I'm good too, Linda. Sharon is giving us some hugs there. So guys, thank you so much for being here, and thank you for the likes. Thank you also for the chats as well. Yeah, and in case you're here, the today's subject, we are just saying how much do you value self-care, and what are those things that you do on a daily basis to make sure that you're taking care of yourself. Because sometimes our lives can be so demanding on the things that we are doing, but we also need to make sure that we remember to take good care of ourselves. So thank you so much, Wanga Lady, for being here, and thank you everybody who is in the live chat, and thank you for interacting as well. So that is the topic that we are looking at today. How much do you value self-care, and what are those things that you always do to take care of yourself? So self-care is something that we all need to appreciate and to value, because it's part and parcel of helping us re-energize. Margaret says, Wanga, I have visited you. Oh, thank you so much. Margaret, also, I hope you have checked on the pinned link. That is Jojo. Feel free to connect with Jojo as much as you can. Feel free to connect with Jojo as much as you can. So thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate. Kanini says, Niko karibu Kanini. Thank you so much for coming. How are you doing, my sister Kanini Kanono? And we are talking about self-care. We are talking about self-care. We are talking about self-care. And so guys, you can feel free to check on the pinned person. Kanini is just laughing there. And then Margaret says, hi, African. Margaret says, hi, African. I hope that you have connected to Africa and Jojo, because I have been there for like the past 20 minutes. So I hope you have connected, because she will connect back to you. Margaret says, leave a comment, make it easy to follow back. Paul says, Kadini, just waving there. Margaret says, Paul, hi. Yeah, guys, feel free to be here in the chat as well. Feel free to participate, and feel free to interact in the subject of today. So how much do you value self-care? How much do you value self-care, and how well do you take good care of yourself? Monga says, I always tell my family that on Mondays, I don't do anything. I come back and just relax after taking a bath. They should cook, clean. It's part of caring for my physical well-being. Wow, that is awesome. Yes, just finding some time to rest. It is a very good, that is a very good planning, Monga. It's a very good plan. Yeah. So for me, I also always make sure that I find some time to rest. Like on Sundays, whether I am going to church or not, I make sure that I stay off. Like I know we are doing YouTube as content creators. I don't go live on Sundays. I don't do live streams on Sunday. And that is just what I decided, because I just need my mind to just get off. Eddie says hello, and then Pauline says Monga with some flowers. More music says hello everyone. Margaret says hi Eddie, and then Monga says Pauline with some love. Thank you so much Omejo for coming. And then Monga says Eddie, my husband, with some love there. Eddie says, for me, rest in heaven. I work like crazy. Eddie, self-care is important. Always find some time to rest. Or if you make sure that you are working from Monday to Sunday, at least try to go to bed early to just have some sleep. That is always helpful. Like for me, during weekdays, I try my best to make sure that I eat early, so that at least I don't go beyond 10:30 or beyond beyond 10:30, like doing active work, I have to log off. Monga is Eddie is saying my husband. That is from Monga. Eddie says, for me, rest in heaven. I work like President. Margaret says hi, Mo Music Academy. Pauline says, Eddie, hello. Eddie said, not my liking enough. Wanga is just laughing. Margaret says, Pauline, hi. Wanga says, Oside. Eddie says, Monga, hi. Mo says, I'm good, Margaret. Pauline says, there is no rest in Gulf countries, guys. Oh my goodness. I get you guys. I get you, Pauline. I just don't know what happens during the time for sleep time. I just don't know. Kanini says you could have said self-love, just laughing there. Self-love, I don't know. For some reason, I just feel like it does not mean that people who do not practice a lot of self-care don't love themselves. So that's why I just thought probably self-love wouldn't work as a topic because they love themselves. It's just that sometimes they have those limitations, but we need to try. Pauline says Wanga, and then Onga says Oside. Onga Junior in the house, thank you. And Onga, I have seen a notification for your new upload. I'll check you out later. So guys, in case you don't know, Onga has posted another new video. Onga says host greetings. Onga says Monga, and then More Music says Pauline. Pauline says Onga. Onga says Wanga. More Music says Onga. Pauline says Mom. Monga says More Music brother. Monga says, and on payday I take myself out, not just kids, just me alone. Hey, Monga, I can see you got it. Yeah, like also in my case, the way like my work is also full time. My work is full time job, so I take time like once a month to go out and meet with my girlfriends. I meet with my girlfriends so that I can laugh and chat and come home alone without children. Monga says Onga says Kanini greetings. Margaret says I like your team. Your support is amazing. Keep pushing on. Thank you, Margaret. Eddie says if you rest here, you'll find yourself at the airport. Eddie, anyway, that is not easy. Onga says Eddie greetings. Wanga says Jojo. And then Onga says Mora greetings. Eddie says Onga Jamat. Sharon, thank you for the love. African Jojo, thank you. Onga says yes, I have a new video. Please check it out. African Jojo is waving. Eddie says Sharon, just waving. African Jojo is just waving. Onga says Sharon, shh. And then More Music says Jojo, blessings. African Jojo says Onga says African Jojos. Sharon says Editrix waving. African Jojo says More Music. Kanini says self-love is under self-care. Yes. Self-love is under self-care. It cannot be on the top. Sharon says Onga, and then African Jojo says Eddie, Mambo, and then Sharon says More Music. Sharon says Kanini, Kanene. Mo says Kanini. Jojo, sweetheart. From Eddie. Mo says Sharon, blessings. African says Monga, my husband. And then Monga says Sharon with some love. Margaret says Onga, I have visited you. Nice video. And then Onga, oh, thank you, Margaret. Onga says African Jojo, Monga, you are what? And then Monga says, Jojo, greet me well. Jojo. And then Sharon says, Monga, Margaret, just waving. Kanini says, More Music Academy. Monga, Sharon, Ounga, name them. Thanks for supporting Charito, my girlfriend. Oh yeah, Kanini, I am your girlfriend. Thank you so much for being here for me, Kanini. I appreciate you. These are a great family, and without them, I wouldn't be here. For real, they have given me amazing support all the time. So guys, we are still talking about taking care of ourselves. Yeah, like now for the guys who are talking about the difficulties in getting time for self-care. it is a way in which like you just have to try and understand yourself. Like now you need to allow yourself to relax inside, so that when it's time for going to bed, is even if it's just a few hours, you can get enough sleep. It can be very helpful because sleep is very essential. Pauline is giving us some hugs there. Onga says, Mora, have you watched even for 5 minutes? Thank you for supporting. I will return. And then Pauline says, I will be back, Charity. It's all right, Pauline. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So thank you so much, guys. Yeah, so as we talk today and look into this subject of self-care, how much do you value it? I know that probably most of us value it and we would want it, and probably have some limitations of that. But there are so many other ways of taking care of ourselves, like uh, sometimes even where there is limited rest, do you try also investing in self-care, in spiritual self-care, in building yourself spiritually, like that, and also helping your mind relax, just helping your mind free from stress. Like Nani was here and she was telling us, Lillian, just making peace with your situation in whatever circumstance you are in. It's also part and parcel of self-care, because when you're at peace, it helps you. Even if you are going to bed to sleep for 4 hours, when you go there, you are not going to roll in bed and look for sleep. You go there and you just sleep. And that is a very good way of taking care of yourself. Margaret says, Sharon, I have visited your channels. Kanini says, you are so active, Sister Margaret. I wish you could start content vlogging. Just laughing there. Margaret says, we sleep enough, go outings, movie time, and nature walk. Yes, but self-care, if you can do those things, but it is not easy. It cannot be as frequent as we would want to, but at least we should try. Do you remember to take water? Like, even though you are so busy working, do you remember to eat, or you sacrifice eating for work? You know, that is also something that you should also consider. Like, even if you are working, remember to eat something, even if it is just a fruit. It's a better way of taking care of yourself. Remember to take a glass of water. African Jojo says, ADM, I'm from your room. More Music says on. Thank you, More Music. African Jojo says, Margaret, hi. African Jojo says, Kanene, hi. Hey, the queen is in the house. JD, the queen. Welcome, my sister. How are you doing? Margaret says, hi, African J. Thank you so much. Let me give the queen a jacket. I don't want you to be in the cold. Let me give the queen a jacket. Yeah, so that she can feel free to support all of you as well. She can give you extra support. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. And today we are talking about how much do you value self-care. Hi, Queen of Fashion. African Jojo says, Monga, my everything, with some hug there. Queen says, I'm so good to catch you live. Yeah, I know that sometimes you fail to catch me live because of probably the nature of your work. But thank you for stopping by. Queen says, thank you. Wanga, thank you. African Jojo says, hi, Queen. Queen says, Margaret Mora, hi. Queen says, Jojo. Yes, our queen, please tell us. How much do you value self-care, and what are those things do you do to take care of yourself? As much as you're busy doing those things that you do on a daily basis, how do you take care of yourself? Spiritually, emotionally, physically, mentally, you know. Sometimes when you cannot be able to probably manage to take care of yourself well physically, are you trying to take care of yourself mentally and spiritually? And what are those things that you do? Queen says, my lady Wanga, and then African Jojo is saying JJD. Yeah, thank you so much, guys, for being here, and feel free to connect with one another. Margaret says, African J, I have visited you. Thank you so much for visiting. Um, yes, thank you so much, JD, for being here. So feel free to participate in the subject of the discussion. How much do you value self-care, and how well do you do it? How well do you take care of yourself? Even though we might have some limitations, but how well do you take care of yourself? Queen of Fashion says More Music Academy. Hi. Queen of Fashion says More Music Academy. Hi. So how much do you value self-care, and how well do you take care of yourself? So that is the subject of today. JD Niko Poa from More Music. So guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your support, and feel free to participate in the subject of the discussion. You can share with us what are those things that you do to take care of yourself on a day-to-day basis. Whatever things that you're doing, whatever work you're doing, whichever kind of way, what are those things you do to take good care of yourself? Queen says, good to hear more. Yeah. So how do you take care of yourself physically, spiritually, emotionally? Yeah, and for me, I know that for you to be able to well take care of yourself, at least you should be able to have a balance in these things. Taking care of yourself spiritually, emotionally, and physically. If you cannot manage to exercise, at least take a walk. If you cannot manage to uh, like go to church every Sunday, at least have your own personal prayer to connect with God. That is a way to take care of yourself spiritually, and meditating on the word, just having some time to spend with God. Yeah, even if you can't manage to go to church every Sunday, but you can do your own prayers by yourself. Yeah, and also remembering to take enough water, remembering to have a meal, even if you are busy. Don't forget yourself. Don't forget eating something. It is a better way of taking care of yourself. Yeah, so that is in my case. So I don't know what are those things that you do as a person to take good care of yourself. Oh, Notorious is here. Notorious, long time no see. How are you doing? Notorious says, Amen. Amen. Notorious, how do you take good care of yourself? In your day-to-day businesses, how do you take care of yourself? Like things that you intentionally do, knowing that I'm doing this because I'm caring for myself. What are those things that you do to know that you are intentionally taking good care of yourself? Yeah, thank you so much, guys, for being here. I really appreciate you. Notorious, how are you doing? How are you doing? How are you doing, Notorious? Margaret says, Queen, I have visited you. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much for visiting. I'm sure you will not regret it. You will not regret it visiting Queen. But her main house is JD Anywhere, Anytime. JD Anywhere, Anytime. So that is what you will find when you want to visit her. You visit JD Anywhere, Anytime. That is just what is here is another house. Notorious says being aware, like consciousness. I think he means being cautious. Being cautious, yeah, it is true, but it is not easy for. I usually say that consciousness is a higher level of spiritual practice. It's a higher level of spirituality. Being aware, like being conscious of what is going around you without letting the externals affecting your inside. That is a higher level of spiritual practice, and it's a good way of self-care, but it is not an easy spiritual practice. Like avoiding to be dragged into people's dramas or dramatic things that are going around, like carrying people's anger and which you are not supposed even to carry. Just learning to let things be. What does not concern you emotionally, or you should not take it in. You guard your heart. You guard your heart. Notorious says, I'm doing great, ma'am. Thank you, Notorious. Mo says, welcome. More music says, on. Yes, it's a very better way of taking care of yourself. And also avoiding letting yourself be the center of the drama as well. Like sometimes when you get offended, just being conscious or being aware will help you to put yourself under control or on check, because that emotional stress can tend to also affect you. Yeah. So self-care does not mean being perfect at looking after yourself, but it is just about being intentionally at trying. It is not about being someone who is so perfect in taking good care of yourself, but someone who is daily intentionally trying to take care of your needs. Queen says, Margaret Mora, I'll be back. Thanks. Queen of Fashion says, the notorious traveler, the K. Isan, hi. That is from the Queen of Fashion. Yeah, so you guys feel free to participate in the subject of today. How well do you value self-care, and how do you take care of yourself in the very sense as a person? And for me, I was just saying that I value rest. When I am working on something or a project and I am giving it my all to the level that I have reached a point that it's affecting me emotionally because of how much it is demanding, I always choose to take time off and take a break, even if it is just for one day or just a half a day, to just rest and stop thinking about that. So after I re-energize, I get back to it again. And that can really fuel you to keep on going in whatever thing that you are doing. Yeah, so self-care is something that we ought to value so much, because some of us do not really take it so seriously. Like someone can work throughout the whole day, even there is no time to get just a bite of a piece of fruit or getting a glass of water, and that can undermine your health. But when you take good care of yourself, at least, even though you can get sick, but it will take longer because you're taking good care of yourself. Like, you'll not be someone who is prone to sickness all the time because you're thinking about yourself. You try to drink water when you have to, exercise when you can, whenever you can, you do that, and eating well as much as you can. You don't let yourself just go throughout the whole day working without just even biting anything. So when you always neglect yourself, then it becomes very difficult for you to be in a better position to push for longer. Whatever thing that you're doing, it might get a point where you get a breakdown. So self-care helps us not to get into a breakdown, because a breakdown is what leads us into long sicknesses. Like when you fall ill, it takes long for you to recover. That is a breakdown. And it becomes mental and emotional. So a sickness develops from emotional effects and mental effects, and then it manifests in the physical, and it takes long to heal. But when you take good care of yourself, thinking about rest whenever it is needed, thinking about eating when you need to, thinking about drinking water, even if you are not thirsty, because sometimes you may not feel thirsty at all, but just knowing that you need water, do it intentionally, like intentionally making those choices. That even though I'm not thirsty, I will still drink some water. I'll drink a glass or I'll drink 2 glasses. That even though I don't have time to go for lunch, I'll have a fruit. I will eat something. I will not let myself go throughout the whole day on an empty stomach and expect that my body still is just going to be perfectly all right. Yeah, but also it is not also good to overdo it in terms of food, of course. Again, when it is too much, again, it's not good. But also leaving yourself empty throughout, it's not good. Maybe once in a while, some people do, it's called intermittent fasting. That is when they are checking weight, that they want to manage their weight. Some skip meals, but intentionally. They are doing intentionally on a certain program. They just not doing it because work is stopping them to do that, or whatever they are engaging in is stopping them from doing that. Yeah, so guys, thank you so much for being here, and please feel free to participate in this discussion. How well do you take care of yourself? How well do you value self-care? Yeah, and also, I know that sometimes for us women, we tend to mistake self-care with looking good or looking beautiful, taking care of ourselves in terms of making our hair, adorning ourselves, and all that. But that is just part of it. It's not everything. It is just part of it. Like also making an effort to just look good, it's also a good thing, because when you look good, you feel good and you feel confident about yourself. But it's not everything. So taking care of ourselves or self-care is an inside job as well, like from the inside out, in terms of taking care of our emotions, our mental health, and also now what we eat, if we can have time for rest and all that, getting enough sleep. It is so important. It is so important. So guys, thank you so much for being here, and thank you for your support. I really appreciate it. Thank you all for being here. So that is today's topic, and feel free to uh, participate in the chat as well. And that is something that I will really appreciate. Thank you for being here. I appreciate your support so much. I appreciate your support so much. Yeah, and I would really appreciate when you keep on engaging in the subject, because at least we can talk. It will stop me from repeating the same things, or just talking by myself, because it's an open subject that we can feel free to engage in and participate in. Yeah, thank you so much again for being here. Yeah, like Notorious was talking about awareness, like being aware, and this is the subject that I did not really understand earlier until I was grown. I didn't understand what it is of being conscious or being aware. But I have come to just learn recently how much being aware of our thoughts can help us. Just being aware of what we are thinking so that we keep positivity in our thinking. Thank you so much. More music. More music says watching silent. Thank you so much, More Music, for your support. I really appreciate it. Yeah, so being conscious is just generally being aware of our thoughts, because sometimes what really affects our general health also it's our thoughts. So we should encourage a lot of positivity in our thinking, a lot of faith in our thinking about possibilities. It can really be helpful in everything that we do. Thinking about the possibilities can really be useful in everything that we do. Yes, guys, feel free to participate in the subject. How much do you value self-care, and what are those things do you do to care for yourself intentionally? Like, we are not talking about self-care as a way of being perfect in doing everything to make sure that you're fine, but we're talking about your intentionality about it. Things that you intentionally do that shows that you are being intentional about doing this for your own good. As much as you take care of other people, as much as you do your work and other responsibilities, what are those things do you intentionally do? That I'm doing this because I'm looking after myself. Like for me, some of the things that I do is intentionally finding some time for prayer, intentionally finding some little time for exercise, even if it's not every day, just once in a while, like from time to time, like within a week, finding some time to do some physical exercises. It could be taking a walk or just exercising in the house, just being able to work out a little bit to take care of myself. Another thing that I do intentionally is reminding myself to take water, even if I don't feel thirsty. Reminding myself to eat something, even when I am busy. Not like you are so busy until you forego food every single day. Since you woke up, you have eaten nothing, and then you come to eat at night. You are disturbing a tied up stomach. The stomach is shrunk because you have eaten totally nothing the whole day. So by the time you bring in this heavy food at night, it can bring even stomach discomfort. Like even if you are not having time for lunch, can you even have time for just drinking 2 glasses of water, or just buying a fruit and eating that fruit to help you push through the day? Because you need yourself well to function well. Because unless you are well, even those things that you want to do, you will not do them. And when you take good care of yourself, it helps you take a little longer to fall sick. You don't fall sick so often. And when you do, you probably tend to recover faster. Of course, those are medical uh, things that, but I'm not so medically informed. But what the little I know is that when you take good care of yourself, you take longer to fall sick. You don't fall sick so often, and when you fall sick, you tend to get better so easily. 83, long time. How are you doing, 83? 83 says, hello, I'm good. Good morning, 83. How are you doing? Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Yes, and 83 says good. Yeah, I'm happy that you're good, 83. Thank you so much for stopping by to support me. I really appreciate it. So I'm just talking about how much do you value self-care, and what are those things do you do intentionally to take good care of yourself. And I'm just saying that when you take good care of yourself, you take longer to fall sick, and when you fall sick, you easily get better. You respond easily to treatment. Even though life is a gift from God and God is the one who gives us life, but it is also, He has also given us a responsibility and to use wisdom to take good care of ourselves. Like the things that we should do, we shouldn't leave them to Him, because He has taught us how to do it. He has provided us the probably whatever means to probably put food on the table. He has blessed us in some way. Then we need to use those to try and take care of ourselves, even as we trust God to take care of us. But we should do our part. Thank you so much, Pauline, for coming back. Thank you, Queen of Fashion. Pauline Oside Baby from Queen of Fashion. Queen says, Sasa Pauline, Thank you so much, guys, for being here. And we are still talking about the subject of self-care. Yes, and feel free to participate. And I'm just encouraging us or telling us that we should do our part in looking after ourselves in the best way we can. Even though sometimes we might have limitations on how to take care of ourselves because of probably circumstances, but we should try in one way or another to take good care of ourselves. To take good care of ourselves. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. Yeah, and feel free to share how well do you take good care of yourself. Like the few things that you do intentionally, that this one, I'm doing this because I want to look after myself. And I have shared with you some of those little things that I do. Yeah, just reminding myself to take water even when I'm not thirsty. Reminding myself to make a prayer, just to have that spiritual connection. Even though probably I might fail not to go to church every Sunday, but at least I get time to connect with God personally in my own way. Another way to I take care of myself, it is reminding myself to eat even when I am busy. Even if I cannot eat a bigger meal, can I even get a fruit to eat so that I just don't go on an empty stomach the whole day having eaten nothing because I am working. So I'm just talking about self-care today. That's it. Pauline says JD with some smile. Yeah, thank you so much, guys, for being here. Feel free to participate. How much do you value self-care and how do you always take good care of yourself? Margaret says, hi, my little daily. I'm good, Margaret. That is my other house. Yes, I always use it for chatting. Yeah, but I can add it to you later, Margaret. Pauline says, Margaret, hello. Thank you so much for the waving hands. I really appreciate, and thank you all for being in the house and supporting me. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much, Pauline. Yeah, so feel free to participate in the discussion. Yeah, and someone was just saying that one way in which she intentionally takes care of herself is making peace with herself, like accepting every moment. It's not an easy thing, but learning to accept every moment. That your situation, your circumstance, making peace with the whole of it, it can help you. Yeah, and then someone else was talking about getting time to just live in a place of awareness, being aware of our thoughts, what we are thinking. So we keep a positive mindset and thinking faith, thinking things that can help us be at peace, not always thinking about negative things because our thoughts affect how we feel. Pauline says, Margaret Tembea na main account. Margaret says, hi, Pauline. Pauline says, I wanna take a nap, Charity. It's all right, Pauline. That's part of self-care and it's all right. I get you. You have a nap, get rest because you have been working since morning. Yeah, so it's all right, Pauline. You take a nap. Take some rest so that you have strength to wake up again and keep moving because we need to always learn to take care of ourselves. Like probably to bring it home, we are doing YouTube. Some of us, apart from just doing YouTube, there is other daily duties that you are engaged in, you are doing, the work that you do apart from YouTube. But it does not mean that because of what we are doing, we shouldn't give ourselves time to rest. You have been running throughout the whole day on the YouTube streets. Can you just find at least, even if it is just one afternoon within the week or within a weekend, just stay off. Stay off. It can really help you. Because it is good to take care of your mind so that you can be in a good position to keep pushing on these YouTube streets and doing other things that you always do. Like for me, I was saying personally, like mostly weekends. Some Saturdays I might not even be, I will only do a live stream when I am around, but sometimes I'm not even in the house. just take time to go on and do other outside activities out there. Or if it's a Sunday, I go to church. I take time to go to church. Even if I haven't gone to church, at least I find some time to rest. Even if it is just 3 hours or 4 hours, take your time off to rest. Because you can be on these streets from morning, evening up to the night, and your mind is working. It's working. As you engage in these chat rooms, as you engage in watching people's videos, your mind is not resting. Always find some time off, even if it's just half a day within the week. It's not a must to be a Saturday or a Sunday. It can be during weekdays also. Maybe if you are doing some work, you just say like, today, let me focus on my work. I'm not going on YouTube. Maybe on morning hours. Or you say this afternoon, on a Monday, I'm not going to be on YouTube. I'm taking time for my brain to rest, my eyes to rest, because we are using screens every single day. And apart from just doing YouTube, you are also doing some other things. YouTube is not the only thing you are doing. There is some other work that keeps you throughout the whole day. You need to program yourself so that there is always at least a half a day in a week for you to be off the media. Off. You are not watching your own videos, you are not creating content, you are not watching anything, you are not attending anybody's live stream. Just an afternoon once in a week, or just a morning once, a half a day to rest, to help you refresh. Because as much as we are doing these things, it involves our minds, it involves our hearts, it involves our emotions. So just taking time off can really help us always to recharge, so that we are able to keep going and doing what we are doing. Margaret says, I have seen Pauline. Queen JD is still here, says, my little daily devotional. Hi. I'm here, JD. I'm here, JD. Thank you so much that you're still in the house. I appreciate it. Yeah, so I'm still talking about self-care, guys, and feel free to participate. Yeah, feel free to participate in the subject matter. How do you intentionally take care of yourself? And I'm just sharing some of those things that I try to do intentionally to take care of myself. When I get to a point where I'm feeling like, hey, this one, I just need to rest. Mary, thank you so much, Mary, for coming. How are you doing, my sister? Welcome to the house. Welcome to the family, and feel free to be here. Feel free to be here. Mary says, hi, Charity. I am good. I'm good, Mary. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate your being here. Yes, and in case you are in the house and you have forgotten to give a thumbs up, please like the live stream. I would really appreciate it. Mary says, I'm good, sister. Thank you. That is good to hear, Mary. Thank you so much for stopping by today. Yes, and may God bless you for giving me time this afternoon to just give me your support. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the like. Yes, and today as you join in, I'm just talking about self-care. Mary Kwamboka says, like, Dan, thank you so much. I'm just talking about how much do you value self-care, and what are those things that you do to take good care of yourself, to just make sure that you recharge and feel good inside of you. Like, to know that you are not well, you always feel it from the inside. Your body tells you. And just not to allow it to go too mad, it's good to listen to your body. Like when you just feel like you're pushing too hard, always find some time off. That is my case. That's how I do it. I don't know how you do it. Mary says, God bless you too. God bless you. God bless you. Yes, yes. Amen, amen, amen. Yes, so how much do you value self-care? And how do you do it? Like, do you have that intentionality when it comes to taking care of yourself? And some people have talked about being conscious and being aware, staying aware. That is just watching and observing your mind to see what you're thinking, keeping positive, keeping faith, not allowing to think about things that discourage you, things that break your spirit, things that mislead you. Just thinking what is good, and that can really help you keep re-energized and good spirits and in good spirits, because our minds affect how we feel, because what we think reflects in our body. We feel what we think. That is just how God has made us. It's not that our feelings are bad, but they always just remind us to be aware. Mary says inner peace is important. Exactly. And the Bible tells us that seek peace and pursue it. And so when you are seeking peace, you are doing it in the will of God. You are in the will of God. And God tells us that when you ask anything, as long as it is within His will, He is going to do it. So when you are seeking peace and you are pursuing it, and you are trying to keep your mind clean, free from negativity, and you ask God to help you, He will definitely help you. And so for me, for sure, I always try my best to keep my mind. It's not that it's not easy. Sometimes you will try to be positive, but you won't be. But from time to time, I remind myself to think positive, think faith, encourage myself in the Lord. Yes, and keeping my mind focused on what is good. Even when things discourage you, sometimes you may have a bad day, but don't dwell on the bad day. Don't dwell on the bad day. Just know that tomorrow is a new day. Mary says very true, what we carry in our mind matters the most. Very true. So when we are doing self-care, we should prioritize taking care of our mind as well. Taking care of our minds as well. And spirituality is very important. Having time to meditate upon the word, just spending time in the Lord. And physical care, making sure you have enough sleep, making sure you eat well, drinking water. Then we have Nan. Nan is here. Hi friend, how are you, Nan? Thank you so much for coming. Nan says, how are you? I'm doing well, Nan. How about you? Thank you so much for stopping by, Nan. And today we are just talking about self-care. How well do you value self-care? And what do you do on a daily basis within your day-to-day activities to take care of yourself? None. Yeah, so it is very important for us to keep our spirituality in a way that we try to always clean our inside. Like when you have this spiritual connection, there is a way it helps you. When you are discouraged, you get lifted. You know, it refreshes your thoughts. Like when there was that negativity about impossibilities, about failures, your mind gets to think what is good. Maruti is back. How are you doing, Maruti? Thank you so much for coming. How are you? Thank you for supporting me. Thank you so much. Nan, thank you for the like, number 17. Thank you so much for giving a thumbs up. Thank you. And yes, in case there is anyone else who is in and you forgot to like the live stream, please do it for me and like the live stream. So it is very important to take care of ourselves in our day-to-day life. Trying our best to remember to eat, to remember to take a rest when we have to exercise when we can, and it can really help us. Yeah, Mary says self-care is important because nobody will take care of you as you can do. You are right, Mary. Nobody will take care of you as you can take care of your own self. And I was just trying to make it clear to us that there are things that God has given us the wisdom and the ability to do. He has given us even the healthcare information to know how to do it. And He will not do it for us. Like if you refuse to eat and you pray to God to keep you safe, you are lying to yourself. You have to eat and try to eat right, because that is what it's there. It reflects in science, it reflects spiritually. Like, you have to take your responsibility to take care of yourself. Like, what you can do by yourself, do it. And what you can't, let God help you. Yes, nobody can take care of yourself as much as you can take care of yourself. So you should be able to prioritize self-care, and that can really, really help you. Yeah, so guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for supporting my live stream. In case you are in here and you have forgotten to give a thumbs up, please do and support the live stream, and I will really, really appreciate that. Mary says, very true, healthy is wealth. Yes, health is wealth. It is very true, because when you take good care of yourself, it can help you delay the number of times you get sick, and probably when you get sick, you might even recover quickly. So there are those things that God will do for us because we cannot do anything about, and He is the one who can do it. But there are those things that He has tasked us to do for ourselves, to look after ourselves, because nobody else will do it for us. Margaret says, hi, Mary. Yes, Margaret is here just saying hi to Mary. Yeah, and thank you so much for being here, guys, to support my live stream. And thank you, Mary, also for participating in the live chat and in the topic of discussion. So, so when I brought this subject of discussion, I expected all of us to participate and share how well do you really take good care of yourself intentionally, things that you intentionally do to just care for yourself. Mary says hi to you, Margaret. Yeah, so guys, you can feel free to check out on the pinned person as much as continue participating in the subject discussion. Continue participating in the subject discussion, and I will really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much for being here to support my live stream. I don't take it for granted. So self-care, it's something that we all ought to try intentionally on a daily basis. We all have limitations. Time is never enough for anything. Time is never enough for rest. It's never enough for work. Because if it were enough, then we wouldn't really need to plan. But because it is never enough, and there is no day we will ever have enough time for anything fully, so we just need to try whichever small space we need to even take a rest. Let us do it. Let us do it. Like when we cannot find time for exercise, or we can't find enough time to have a meal, let us look for the spaces in between to just take care of ourselves. Let us also take care of our inside so that we are peaceful. Like when we know that we are always busy, there is no time to rest at all. Let us try to take care of our inside. Always keeping positive can help us, so that when you go to bed, you sleep. It's not like it becomes difficult when you are always working, and when you go to bed, your mind is so full, you can't fall asleep. That is not healthy. But if you really know that probably from Monday to Monday there is no time you can really get to rest because of circumstances, always take care of your inside. Release, stay positive, release, release, release. So that even though you are working and you're so busy, try to always be at peace with yourself in the inside. So that when you are going to bed, even if it is just 2 hours or 3 hours, you are really sleeping deep sleep. Like there's nothing disturbing your head. You get a good rest for those 3 hours. Then when you wake up, at least you re-energize and you are fresh. Not like you are so busy throughout, and at the same time your mind and your inside is not at peace. So it happens that when you go to bed, you can't sleep, and you have again to wake up and start working again. And that becomes unhealthy. So even if you are this busy person, you don't have off on work days, you need to focus on your inside. Like you don't have time for physical exercise, focus on your inside so that you are at peace. So that even though you are getting tired throughout the whole day, when you go to bed, you rest. Even if it is just few hours, but you are sleeping real sleep, it can really help us. Mary says exactly, yeah. So that is just my own take. So I don't know you, what do you do exactly to take care of yourself? What are those things do you really do to take good care of yourself? Yes, you are feel free to share and participate in the subject of the discussion and to just know how you can intentionally keep doing it. Mary says, Margaret, you have no video. So I don't know. I don't know whether Margaret wants to grow that channel or it is a support channel. I don't know. But her main channel, she said, is Real Deal. So I don't know. Because it's so difficult to connect with a channel that has no videos, because people always expect you to return when they leave you a comment. So maybe she's going to figure out how to go about that, Mary. Yeah, even me, I connected with her. So I don't know, she wants to grow this channel or she wants to grow the other one. I don't know. Yeah, but that is what she wanted to be pinned. So she has her own reasons. Yeah, so that is just what I'm saying. So let us try our best to prioritize self-care. So how much do you value self-care, and how well do you take good care of yourself? What are those things that you do to take good care of yourself? What are those things do you do to take good care of yourself? And I have been sharing with you some of those things. Yeah, and telling you how valuable it's important to keep a positive mind, being conscious in our thoughts, having spiritual nourishment, ensuring that at least we eat well, and also being able to just keep ourselves, our inside peaceful, so that we are able to have a good rest, like to have enough sleep when we need to, so that we are not struggling physically and also we are lacking enough sleep, because sleep is so important. Sleep is very important for us to just recover our strength, freshen up, and have a fresh energy for the new day. So feel free to participate and tell us how intentionally what do you do intentionally to just take good care of yourself? What are those things that you do intentionally to just take care of yourself? Or is it something that, or is it something that you have even never considered to put as a priority? Or probably you just go flow with the day, like the way it goes. Like if you can eat, it's okay. If you can't, fine. If you can sleep, it's okay. If you can't, fine. Yeah, but flowing with the day, it is what makes us neglect ourselves or to forget about self-care, because we are just flowing. But when we try that in between the day, we intentionally do certain things to make us uh, just intentionally take care of ourselves, it can really help us. Mary says, yeah, sleep helps a lot. Even once you have negativity, even sleep disappears. It is very true. So it's good to always try to practice to be at peace. Practice being positive inside. There are those people who have learned about meditation, learning how to breathe in a way that you feel your body feels relaxed. It can also help you improve your sleep greatly. Always learning how to breathe deeply and slowly and check your mind it can help you be peaceful. And also avoiding drama, that things that you know they have full of negative energy, you just let it go. Because your health is more important than the drama. You let people deal with their own drama and you just do your own thing. Prioritizing your peace is much more important than proving yourself in any way. Because sometimes we find ourselves entangled in some kind of drama because we want to prove that we are right or want to prove ourselves in some way. It's better to lose and be at peace than to be entangled in drama and corrupt our minds with negativity, because we will keep on ruminating and thinking about the whole thing, and it ends up stealing away our peace. So taking care of what we think, it can really be helpful in ensuring that we are at peace, and we take on responsibilities that we can. Whatever we can't, we leave it. We don't really be people pleasers. Like, you are doing something that you know you are straining to do because you want to please someone. Learning how to say no is very important. You don't really have to be told that you are good all the time, because you are sacrificing your own time to rest whenever necessary, just because you want to please someone. There is always a limit, and you should always set boundaries. Don't commit yourself into things that you cannot do. If you know you are straining to do it, just say no. At the moment, I'm not able to do it. And when I can, I will do it. But don't force yourself into doing things that you know you are straining to do, and you are pleasing someone else at the expense of your own health emotionally. I think those are some of the things that we need to also remember in terms of taking care of ourselves. Yes. So feel free to participate in the subject matter, just knowing that self-care is very important, and first of all, prioritizing our peace in our mental and emotional well-being. It starts from there. Then we go to the physical, making sure that we eat well, take water, exercise whenever we can, you know. So those are some of the things that can really help us. And we can never take good care of ourselves unless we intentionally decide to do that, knowing how important it is to us. You have to be able to know that it's important for you to do that. And then you can commit yourself into doing it. And it's not something that you do at once. When you start the path of self-care, most of the time you will fail. But at least a day at a time, you will keep on improving, and you will know that some of the things are now falling into place. If you have always been someone who is a people pleaser, that you are sacrificing your own health to please someone else, you will learn to manage all that with time. So I'm just talking about this because I know it doesn't come that easy for everyone. Mary says, we are the CEO of our lives. We hire and fire people to bring negative and trouble. You can stay away. It is very true. Staying away whenever necessary, you better do stay away. Sorry guys, let me check on this one. Who is crying? Uh, in this life, be the first priority before you look for others. Yeah, like as much, you just need to have a balance, not like neglecting.
Mommy.
We are this. This in this life the first priority before you look for others. Yes, it does not mean that now you should not think about others before you, but it just means that you have to have a balance, that even as you think about others, you are also looking after yourself. Yeah, so as much as you are putting others, like looking after their needs, you should also have a balance in looking after your own needs. That is self-care, not like denying others or failing to put first the needs of others before yours, but you have just a balance. Love others as you love yourself. So you must have, you first show that care for yourself, but in a balanced way to reach out, as you reach out to even the needs of others. Mary says, I'll leave the live running, I'm going to work. It's all right, Mary. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate your support. Yes, and it's very true. So let us be able to have a balance, like look after our own needs, even as we are looking after other people's needs, because unless we are well, we cannot be able to take good care of others. That is just how it is. Yes, so feel free, guys, to thank you so much, Mary. God bless you. Thank you for participating in the discussion and putting forth your points as well. I really appreciate it a lot. And I'm sure if there is someone who has benefited from your sharing. Yes, and that is why we are here to just look at this discussion in a way on how we can apply it to our personal lives, because our lives are different. We are doing different things. But in the end of the day, we are all human beings with needs. Kanini says, my little daily devotional. Kanini, my little is here. My little daily devotional is here. Is so active in the chats, I tell you. This little daily devotional. And Kanini is just laughing there. Yeah, so let us be able to have that balance. I understand we are doing different things in our daily life.
Today I learned a new thing.
Jacqueline Ayuma, my friend, thank you so much for coming. Guys, this is my schoolmate. My schoolmate, let me give you a jacket.
Mommy,
how are you doing, my dear?
Can you remind them my name?
They know your name. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you.
The babies have woken up.
Okay.
One, but only one baby has woken up.
It's enough.
Hi, Kanini.
Okay, now you can close and
I wanted. I said hi to Kanini.
Okay, good.
Is it good to say hello?
Yeah, thank you so much, Jacqueline. Yeah, and in case you are here and you have forgotten to tap the screen twice, please do and give me a thumbs up. Kanini says, at least we are learning. Kanini says, remind us her name. Hey, baby. That is a boy. That is a boy. He is called Ziggy. He was just saying hi to Kanini. He's a boy. The one of the girls has woken up. Is the just small one. There are two, but one is sleeping. Another one has woken up. The one was crying. Yes, Kanini. Thank you so much for being here. Hey, my boy, I love you, baby. I think he has heard that, although he has left. Yeah, and he was just saying hello to Kanini. because he always hears those names that I mentioned here. And when you miss, he will ask where you are. It's just that he has been in school and he's just coming back from school right now. We have Vishaka Kitchen like done. Thank you so much. I appreciate the like. Thank you.
Vishaka Kitchen, hi.
Okay, now that's enough. Vishaka says, please join. Vishaka, you are new here. Let me just give you a jacket and give you a what?
Mommy, today we learned about length.
Okay. And give you a pin-up so that people who are here can support you. Thank you so much, Vishakai Kitchen. Thank you for coming. Sijui ni Vishaka Kitchen. Thank you for coming. Yeah, thank you for being here. How are you doing? And how is India? How is India? Thank you for stopping by. And guys, please feel free to connect with the pinned person. Vishaka is new here. Feel free to connect. Allow him talk. Imagine it's not bad. when I allow him to talk, hey, we are not going to finish. He's so talkative. Jackie says, Jambo everyone. Jambo Jackie Ayuma. Thank you so much for being here, my sister. And we are talking about self-care. How much do you value self-care? And what are those things do you do to take care of yourself? Yeah, and guys, feel free to connect and support Visha Kitchen. Visha, please watch one of my videos and watch one of my videos and leave a comment. I will connect back to you. Visha, I will connect back to you after the live stream. Thank you so much for being here. And Kanini has dropped a link. I think it's for her new video. Kanini, is that for your new video? Is the link for your new video? Guys, feel free to connect with the pinned person. Yes, just watch one of my videos, drop me a comment. I will connect back to you, Visha. Thank you so much for being here. Yes, and you can feel free to again as well check out on Kanini's new video and support her new video as well. Yeah, feel free to check out on Kanini. She has a new video, support it as well. So I'm just saying, how much do you value self-care and what are those things do you do to take good care of yourself? What are those things that you do? That is spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically. And in my case, I was just telling you how much it is important to take good care of yourself. And I was just reminding us about taking care of our mental well-being, our thoughts, and also connecting spiritually with our Maker. It helps us have peace in our mind and peace in our hearts. And that helps us a lot to feel good about ourselves. All that is a short video. So guys, please check out on Kanini's short video if you haven't, and watch it and support. Workout is the best. Eating healthy and socializing. Yes, that is for Kanini. Kanini knows that when she is taking care of herself, she has to work out, she has to eat healthy, and she has to keep her social circle alive. And that is very true. Yeah. So that is also part and parcel of physical exercise, working out. If you can manage to do physical exercise, taking a walk, do it. Also ensuring eating healthy. You don't neglect yourself and forget about eating. And check what you eat as well, that is eating healthy. Vishaka Kitchen, pin ID, join. I think she's just talking about, Kanini, she's just asking about you joining her later. Yeah, she's saying she has joined the pinned ID. So she's from India, but I think whatever kind of videos she does, you can watch them because they are cooking videos. They are cooking videos. Yeah, so you can feel free to support her as well. you can connect back. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. And Kanini is stressing about healthy eating. So Kanini, how healthy do you eat? How healthy do you eat? How do you check how you eat? What are those things that you avoid in terms of eating to ensure healthy eating? Visha says, gee, sister. Yeah, exactly. Whoever you connect with, Visha, they are going to connect back to you. You don't have to worry about that. So how do you check your eating? How do you check your eating to ensure that you are eating healthy? Because sometimes we talk about eating healthy, but applying it practically, it is not an easy thing. Because sometimes what limits us is finances, You might not probably be able to uh, get the right quality of oil, getting the right amount of vegetables and fruits. But how do you keep a balance even with limited resources to just ensure that you are keeping healthy in terms of how you eat? Yeah, so it is good to keep trying. Being intentional, it is one of the most important things. Be intentional in knowing that I'm doing this because I'm taking care of myself. Like I'm avoiding to eat this and this because I'm taking care of myself. I'm avoiding to do this because I'm taking care of myself. I'm taking a walk because I'm intentionally wanting to keep myself fit. Mary says, still running, I'm busy, I can't be chatting. It's all right, Mary, I understand you. Thank you so much. Aban says, like done. Thank you so much, Aban, for the like done. How are you doing, my sister? Thank you so much for coming. I know that these days you're busy, but I'm happy that you found time to come. I know that these days your schedule changed and you are busy. You're so tied up, but thank you for finding time to come. Aban Flowers. Onga says Aban and then Banti. Hey, Banti, you've come. How are you doing, my friend? Thank you so much for coming. Onga says, Aban, where did you go? Onga Aban told me that these days she found some engagements that are keeping her so busy. Aban says, hello, Onga. Kanini says, actually, to know that you need to eat on time, and if it's a must, you eat dinner. Let it be 2 hours before going to bed. Yes, it's good to get this information right. Like, try to eat as early as possible and avoid skipping meals unnecessarily. Exactly. And also, in my case, I think also it's good to choose, like, to try the oils, avoid fats, try to use oils more than the fats. It can also be helpful. Reduce the amount of starch, it can also be helpful. Like the amount of starch you eat in terms of when you're serving rice or you're serving ugali, the amount, balancing it with vegetables and proteins, it's important. Onga says it has been a while since I saw Aban. Onga says Visha, feel free to connect with Visha, guys, if you don't have her. She's new here. Onga says, Aban, it is okay, study well. These days I'm busy studying. Wow, congratulations, Aban, for going back to school. Yes, and thank you that today you found at least some space to support me. Onga says, Aban, it's okay, study well. Kanini says, Visha Junior, thanks for supporting my sister Charity. Visha says, please. And then Visha says, G. Yeah, so Visha is from India and she needs your support, guys. So she does cooking videos. So feel free to support her. If you don't have her, support her. She's new here on this channel. She's just here to ask for your support, guys. Connect, she's going to connect back. Aban says, I want to become a government teacher. Wow, Aban. I'm sure you're going to make a good teacher, Aban, because you are so good in communicating. You are such a good communicator, Aban, and I wish you good luck. Visha says, okay, sir. Aban says, thank you, Ounga. Kanini says, remind guys that taking processed sugar is unhealthy. Yes. Kanini is saying that I should also remind all of us that taking processed sugar is also not healthy. When I was still like a young girl, I used to like sweets, tropical, mint, they were my favorites, pin pops. But right now, I avoid them. Those are things that have processed sugars. And also these sugars that we add on tea. If you can avoid, the better. That is processed sugar as well. Or just taking it in the limited amount. Aban says, thank you, Mugeni. You are welcome, Aban. Visha says, join me. Yes, guys, Visha is just reminding you to join her. She is the pinned link. Feel free to check her out. And also, Kanini has a new video short. Feel free to check her out and support her as well. Yeah, thank you so much, guys, for being here and supporting this live stream. I really appreciate it. I don't take it for granted. Yeah, and let us keep on engaging in the chats. Yes, how well do you take care of yourself and how much do you value self-care? And Kanini is just here talking about physical exercise and eating healthy, and she's also reminding us about avoiding processed sugar. And I have also mentioned something that you should avoid fats. You rather use oils than fats. Aban says, okay, Mugeni, bye, nice to meet you. Okay, bye, Aban. Thank you so much and good luck as you keep on pushing on your studies. Visha says, hi. Aban says, see you. Okay, Aban. Thank you so much. Kanini says, Aban flower blooming. Hello. Yeah, thank you so much, guys, for being here. And just let us get encouraged to intentionally practice self-care. So I don't know, what do? Do you just move as the day goes, or are there those things that you intentionally do? Can you share to us about physical exercise and eating healthy, like intentionally? And for me earlier, I was just also talking about like finding peace with yourself, making sure that you keep your inside clean, your thoughts clean. Avoid drama, avoid things that keep you stressed, things that make you feel like your inside is not okay. Do your best to be at peace inside so that you can also ensure that you have enough sleep. Because a peaceful heart and a peaceful mind gives you sleep. Kanini says, let's grow together. Let's grow together. I assume we are young YouTubers. Let's connect with each other. Exactly. Feel free to keep connecting as well. And it is going to help us. And keep on supporting one another as much as we can. That is going to be so helpful. In case you are in the house and you forgot to give a thumbs up, tap the screen twice and like the live stream. And that is going to be so helpful. Sally in the house. How are you, Sally? Sally says charity with some love. Thank you so much, Sally, for finding time to come. Thank you for the like number 20. Thank you so much for pushing this live stream to like number 20. Yes, and as you join in, tell us. Okay, let me first read your comment. Hello, everyone. That is from Sally. Yes, and as you join in, tell us, how well do you take good care of yourself? How do you value self-care? What are those things that you intentionally do to ensure that you take good care of yourself? Yes, that is what we are talking about today, and things that have been mentioned: exercising, eating healthy, keeping clean our minds, just making sure that we are at peace. It can be so helpful. And also making sure that we get enough rest whenever it is possible. So feel free to participate. Joanne, feel free to participate and just let us know how do you value self-care? How do you value self-care? Sally says, wish her with a greeting there, just waving to wish her. Wish her if you're still in the house. Sally is saying hi to you, and wish her is the pinned person. Feel free to connect and support. But I think she has been there for a while. Yeah, so guys, thank you so much for being here. And so that is what we are talking about today. We are talking about self-care. We are talking about self-care. We are talking about self-care. What are those things that you do to take good care of yourself? So if you are still in the house, feel free to participate. Feel free to participate and tell us what are those things that you do to take good care of yourself. So let us do our best to make sure that whenever possible, we take our time off to just rest. Banti says, how are you, friends? We are good, Banti. Thank you so much that you're still here. Feel free to share with us how you always take good care of yourself. How do you practice self-care? Those things that you do. Thank you so much, Banti. Banti says, you happy, sister? Yes, I'm happy. I'm happy, sister. I'm happy, Banti. How is work doing? How is work going, Banti? What do you do in your day activities to make sure that you take care of yourself? How well do you take good care of yourself in your day-to-day life? Banti says, good. That is good. Do you really find time to rest intentionally, like you plan that let me rest? How do you plan in terms of eating and all that to just make sure that you are taking good care of yourself? Sally says, by eating well, doing exercises, avoiding negative, just self-love and many others. Yes, those are similar things I think that so many people have been talking about, just making sure that we take good care of ourselves by just eating well. And eating well, some of my friends who have been here, they have been mentioning how to avoid processed sugars, ensuring, I have mentioned about choosing to use oils instead of fats, and also trying out physical exercises, taking a walk if you cannot find time to exercise. Just keeping an active life. It can really help you. But your mind is something that you need to prioritize to ensure that you are peaceful. Yeah. Thank you so much, Banti, for giving us much love, Kenyan friends. Thank you for being here, and feel free to share with us more on this subject matter as well. Yes, as we keep on discussing. Sally says, hello, Banti, welcome. Yes, you're all welcome to this live stream, and feel free to participate about this subject matter. Yeah, and today, let me just say, it is just a reminder for all of us. Like, no one will ever take good care of you as you can take care of yourself. So as much as you take care of others, you need and take other responsibilities, you need to make sure that you intentionally do it in a way that you take good care of yourself. Like throughout your whole day, make sure that you fix plans for eating meals at the right time and eating right. If it is something to do with exercising or working out, do it intentionally. Even if it's taking a walk, you plan for that walk. Something you plan for. It's not like you are going to the market, that you are planning to go to the market to buy something, or you are going to town. That is an exercise. It has to be something that you plan intentionally and you put your mind on it. And that is how it can be effective. It has to be a planned thing. You have to intentionally know that you need to take water. Some people say they only take water when they are thirsty, but that is not really healthy. Like, you might finish 3 days without feeling thirsty. And are you not going to drink water because you are not thirsty and you need it? So drink, force yourself. It's part of self-care. Force yourself to drink water. Banti says, bye friends. Love you. Thank you so much, Banti. Thank you. And please, Banti, feel free to drop a comment in my videos. You can watch one of my videos and leave me a comment.
Mommy, water is life.
Yes, water is life. Thank you so much, guys, for being here and being supportive to my live stream. And feel free to keep on participating in the discussion as well. And let us take matters of self-care seriously, because we cannot do it. The things we can do or our responsibilities well, Mama, unless we take good care of ourselves.
I wanted to, now I can play with the pier. When I have put on my clothes when I have put on my clothes.
John says Banti served done. Thank you so much for connecting with Banti. African Jojo says Banti. Sally says hello Jojo. Yes, thank you guys for being here and supporting my live stream, and feel free to participate on the subject matter. We are talking about self-care and how much do we value self-care, and how do we take time to just take care of ourselves intentionally, like having plans to do things that will help ourselves be well cared for. Like, if you don't like drinking water, buy a water bottle. Have a water bottle with you. You can drink water even when you don't feel like drinking it. Taking care of your spiritual nourishment, having that divine connection with God, finding time to meditate on the word, to just pray, that can build you and encourage you, and avoiding negativity. Avoid negative energy, avoid drama. You don't need to engage yourself in the things that are not necessarily your burden to carry. Self-hygiene as well, just keeping yourself well, because when you look good, you feel good. You feel good that you look good. Put some effort in just taking care of yourself. That is from Sally. Kanini says take enough water but not excess. Exactly. Just take enough. Take what is enough. But it is so rare to take excess water, Kanini. That's what I have discovered, because so many people struggle so much with taking water. Finding enough time to rest, like encourage yourself to sleep early when you can. Try to sleep early when you can. Sally says, Charity, at times creating drama is good. Sally, you kwenda huko. Sometimes creating drama is good. Sally, sometimes you better just give up that drama, because it makes you ruminate over things that are not good. When you avoid drama, you keep your mind clean, your emotional state clean. Yeah. But of course, you cannot be a perfect person. There are those things that there are those situations when you will find yourself in a drama somewhere. But let it happen just because it happened. But avoid when you can. Kanini says, Joanne Sally, hey, and then Sally says, drama freshens up the mind and the body. Kanini, it's not Kanini. Sally is not so true. Because sometimes what happens is that our mind tends to ruminate over the drama. You think and think and think about the things you said, the things that happened, the things that the other person said, and the mind keeps on ruminating over it, and it steals away your peace. When you can avoid. But when you can't, it's okay. Because you can never say that you will live a life that is totally, completely of drama. Sometimes you'll find those dramas. Kanini says, Charito, I have a friend who normally forces a lot of water because he was told it's good for skin health. Now that is too much. Now that one has gone into her mind. Is a he. He. Her. That is too much. It's now a mind thing. Like the mind changed and thinks just about the skin all the time. So it becomes like an obsession, and that is not good. African Jojo, thank you. Sally say that is good. That is good now. Just laughing. That is good now. Because I'm saying there are those circumstances where you cannot avoid drama. Yeah, where you cannot avoid, it's okay. But when you can, please avoid and protect your peace. Protect your peace. It's healthy for you. Yeah. Especially, have you ever found yourself that there's some drama you get involved in to a point where it makes you not to sleep because you are thinking about the thing? If you can avoid, better avoid. Your sleep is more important than the drama. Let people deal with their own dramas. Sally says, Kanini tell him too much of something is poisonous. It is true, Sally. Too much of something is poisonous, for real. Too much of something is poisonous. So even self-care shouldn't be too much. Like, now you spend too much time taking care of yourself and you're forgetting about other people and other things. Too much of something is poisonous. Just manage everything in moderation. Sally says, drama queen. Just laughing there. Sally, you are a funny one. You are a funny one. Yeah, so I'm just agreeing with you that too much of something is poisonous. Like, just do something. Even if as much as you take care of yourself, don't do it to an extreme that you now just focus on yourself, you neglect the needs of other people. You should have a balance. And don't neglect also other responsibilities because you're taking care of yourself. Just have a balance. And just manage your priorities. Kanini says, imagine I told him. You did well, but I think you'll have a lot of work to do. Because when that one has gone into someone's mind, they relate to water with the smoothness of the skin. So stopping it will take some time. It needs some psychological counseling because it's in the mind now. When they see water, they just see a smooth skin. And that makes them keep on going back there. So you need to be patient with that person because they might not change so quickly. Yeah, but let us, as much as we take care of ourselves, we should also need to have a balance, not to neglect now other responsibilities because we are taking care of ourselves. So self-care at the end of the day, the bottom line is it's just being balanced. It's trying to lead a balanced life, like intentionally knowing that I have these kind of responsibilities, this is what I need to do, but as I do this, I also need to look after my own needs. That is just what it means in the summary. That is just what it means. Yes, and guys, thank you so much for participating in the subject and being here to support my live stream as well. Thank you so much. Yeah, and in case you are in the house and you forgot to like the live stream, please do it for me. I will appreciate it. For me, taking bath and applying my Vaseline is enough. No time to waste for makeups. But Joan, as long as you are clean. Yeah, as long as you are clean, you have bathed. And also it depends on the kind of responsibilities that you do. If they do not require you to put a makeup on, it's fine. But sometimes probably you want to go out and just be out with the friends, or just take yourself out sometimes. Then you can take that little time to do some makeup and go. Yeah, but depending on the nature of the responsibilities you have, if you don't need to put makeup, as long as you put your Vaseline and you're clean, maybe you have some little body splash or a roll-on, you put on, you feel fresh, it's good. Yeah, it is good as long as it makes you feel good, you feel relaxed inside, you feel well taken care of, and that helps. That helps a lot. Thank you so much, Sally. Thank you. Let me refresh the charts. Thank you, Sally. I was not seeing those charts and you are waving hands because the phone was hanging. Yes, so thank you guys for being here and supporting my live stream, and feel free to keep on participating in the chat. And today's subject is we are just talking about self-care. Self-care. How much do you value it, and how intentional are you in ensuring that taking care of yourself, you take care of yourself? Like for me, I was just sharing with you how important it is for me to have some little time within the day to have some spiritual connection, to help encourage myself, connect with God, clean up negativity in my mind and in my thoughts. And another thing, trying to eat well, like making sure that I eat whenever I need to eat. I try to make sure that I eat. I don't just focus on doing my responsibilities and forget about eating. I try to get time to do what? To eat, or just eat a fruit or drink water. And also trying some exercises, not every day, maybe twice or thrice a week, or just taking a walk. It can really be helpful. Charity, hata nikienda wapi, mimi na makeup ni kama maji na mafuta. Even I don't know how to make the eyelashes or eyebrows. It's okay, Sally, but you are beautiful. Not everybody has to put on makeup, not everybody has to put on makeup. You are beautiful and you are used to taking care of yourself like that. As long as Vaseline keeps your skin well, and you put your hair, you try to fix your hair, that's enough. That's enough. Yeah, you only do these things whenever necessary. For me, even me, I'm not too much of a makeup person. I just do it whenever I feel it is necessary. I'm not so much of a makeup person as well. But just trying to make sure that regardless, at least I look good kidogo. That's fine. And the day goes on. Probably when I'm trying to shoot a video, is when I can try to put some kind of a foundation and kidogo, just to enhance myself for the screen. But generally, on my normal life, makeup is not a must. It's not a must. You can still look good without makeup, you know. You can still look good without makeup. But whenever you need it, you can use it. Thank you so much, Sally. Thank you so much, guys, for being here and participating in the subject discussion. And this subject is just like kind of a reminder that we should intentionally take good care of ourselves, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. It is just like a reminder. Sally, you have come with your ninja. Okay, let me give you a ninja jacket. Now I know that you are the one. I met you at I put you as well. I met you at who? It was Ashley. Ashley was just wondering whether you are the one. Now I know that you are the one. Thank you so much, Sally. That is your support house. Thank you so much, Sally, for giving me thumbs up number 20. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay, so sorry about that, guys. I had to put on silent because the baby was crying and wanted something. So I was just making sure she gets whatever she's asking for.
What she wanted is some cake. And I'm eating cake. Why are you laughing?
It's okay. Now go and finish so that you do your homework. Thank you so much, Sally. Sally. Yeah, so sometimes you are laughing at me, Sally. That is how we do it when we have kids around. That is how we do the live stream. I'm telling you.
Stop laughing.
Go eat, go finish, and then do your homework. Yeah, so funny. We are back from school. Yeah, so na ule mwingine pia alikuwa anatafuta attention, so sometimes inaniforce niende off kidogo. Yeah, guys, thank you so much for your support, actually. Thank you. I don't take it for granted. Thank you for supporting me. Yes, and keep on participating in the subject of the discussion. I have been talking about the same thing until nasikia maneno imeisha sasa. Yeah, talking about the same thing. Tell him Sally loves him. Yes, these people are sending greetings and they are loving you. The friends here.
Who loves me?
Sally is my friend. She's sending you some love.
Thank you, Sally.
Oh, did you hear that, Sally? Okay, now he's happy. He likes coming on the camera. He's happy that he has come on the camera. Yeah, so I've been talking about the same thing about self-care. So today it was just a reminder that let us have a balance in our day-to-day lives, always ensuring that we take care of ourselves. And the main thing is taking care of our mind, like what we think, thinking positive, trying to keep our minds clean, thinking about what is good, what is possible. Sally says, "Welcome, baby." Thank you, Sally. Yeah, he's gone back. Yeah, thank you. So keeping positive, it's not easy, but it's one of the main thing about self-care. Like avoiding too much stress. It's one way of taking care of ourselves. Like if we can think positively, thinking faith, thinking possibilities on a day-to-day basis, it can really help us reduce our stress levels. And also, if we can try to find some time to stretch out, to take a walk, to exercise, it can also help us release our negative emotions and keep our inside good. So it won't be perfect every day, but as long as you are trying, it's okay. Yes, avoiding negativity can really help us a lot, keeping our minds on what is good, positivity, faith is one of those important things to do. So as we even try to eat a balanced diet and trying to stretch, exercise, do all other things, or taking enough water, or choosing healthy foods to eat, also our minds need to try and be clean, because that is what puts us down. It is your mind that can even stop you from drinking water. It is your mind that can make you choose wrong foods to eat. Because most of the people, when you are stressed out, you think about snacking and junking. The first thing, yeah, so when we are stressed out, we can junk. That is the first thing we will do. We will run on to fries, they are easy. We will run on to fries, we will run on to quick mandazi, because we will feel hungry. We will rush to soda because we will feel hungry easily. When someone is stressed out, sometimes food can be comforting. It can be a source of comfort. Food can be a source of comfort, and that can make us to junk. Yes, and for that reason, um, we need to try and manage our stress levels. Stress is not bad because it is part of us being human. Like, it's a normal thing. You cannot say avoid stress. You just say manage it, because it will always come. We are humans and we will face stress. That is just part of life. So what makes it better is just learning how to manage it, learning how to release, learning how to comfort ourselves, learning how to encourage ourselves, learning how to choose what to eat when we are stressed, and learning how to do what we think we can do to just make our lives better. Yes, so that is just what I'm saying. You can't say don't have stress. They will always come because it's part of being human. But let us manage it. Let us manage it. So managing our stress levels can really be helpful. And we are only having 14 minutes to go. Thank you, Sally. We are remaining with 14 minutes to complete our live stream because I am finishing at 5:30. I'm finishing my live stream at 5:30. Right now it is 5:16. Thank you so much, guys, for being here to support my live stream. I appreciate it. I'm here with you until you finish. Thank you, Sally. And please now don't mind me when I will not talk. Let us just chat. Let us just send the emojis because I'm tired of talking about the same thing. That is how serious it is. That is how serious it is, uh, Sally, because I have been talking about the same thing. No going. We are here, Sally. Thank you. Thank you so much. Nimekaa. Ako huko. Mm. I'm good, Kajal. Thank you. How I try to please support my ID. Yes, Kajal. Yes, Kajal. Guys, please connect to Kajal if you don't have her. She is new here. Connect to Kajal. How are you doing today, Kajal? I'm fine. Thank you so much, Kajal. I'm happy to know that you're fine. Asali says, most welcome in this beautiful house of charity, Mugeni. Yes, Kajal, feel most welcome. And please, guys, connect to Kajal. She's new here. My little devotion. I hope you heard that, Asali, from me. People used to tell me don't mind so much about subs, focus on watch hours, and I didn't believe them. But now, now I know it's true. It is true. It's true. Thanks. How is your day? My day is going on good, Kajal. How about yours? Watch hours need a lot of hard work because what? You need to get like at least 3,000 before the year ends. So when the year ends, you start losing the content you had created. It expires one by one and the watch hour drops. So at least by the end of the year, you should get to 3,000, get a half monetized so that you start struggling for the next one. Sally says exactly 100%. In fact, I will link you to someone mwenye atakumwagia. Sally, I tell you that those ones I know. I have them. Sometimes I avoid even going there because I know when I go there I'll get. Because I will get. So I just tell myself first let me focus on watch hours. Because when you go there you can be 100% you will get. But now probably you not be working on your watch hours. So you have to first focus on doing your live streams. Yeah. You focus on doing your live streams first because hey, these ones will come. So you are laughing. Now at least I know you know as well. Now you know. I used not to believe. I used to stress. The bananas used to stress me out. But now, I know that watch hour is the real deal. Watch hour is the real deal. Because no one will just give you the watch hour. Who will give you? You have to earn it. You have to work hard on it.
But why do you have to work hard on watch hours?
Because you need them. You need the watch hours. Okay, you focus on what you're doing, okay? Let me finish this live stream. I'm going to finish it in the next 6 minutes.
Not in the next
Kajal Sabdan, oh, that is from Joanne. Kajal says thanks. Kajal says thanks. Kajal says thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sally, for the love and support. Joash says, Sally, receive greetings. Thank you, Joash, for coming back. Thank you so much. Sally says, welcome once more, sis. At Kajal, I will add you another banana later. Okay, I hope you heard that, Kajal. That is support from Sally. Thank you, Josh, for coming back. Thank you. Sally is giving some love to Josh. Sally, are you connected to Josh? If you haven't, please support our brother here. Support our brother Josh. Support our brother Josh.
Those are the names of the videos.
Joliam, hey. Joliam, brother. Joliam says Mugeni Charity. Hey, what's up? Light Dan, how are you doing today? I'm doing well, Joliam. But you're just coming back when I am almost ending my live stream. But it's okay that you came. I'm thankful. Sally says, yes, we are friends already. And Joliam, today, we were just talking about self-care. So before I wrap it up, I just want to summarize for you what we have been talking about. Because my question was, how much do you value self-care? Yes, and I was just trying to get feedback from people, and I was asking, what do you do to take care of yourself? And so that is emotionally, spiritually, mentally, physically. And we're just talking about ensuring that we keep our spiritual connectedness, praying so that we encourage ourselves to have peaceful thoughts and have a peace in our hearts, getting enough rest whenever possible, just making sure that we get some rest, getting some time off, making sure that at least you do what? You eat well, drink enough water, getting enough sleep. Yes, so those are the things that we were talking about today. And we were encouraging each other to be intentional about taking care of ourselves. Yeah. So I hope you're doing fine, Joliam. So how well do you take good care of yourself, Joash and Joliam? Self-care. But anyway, we are ending the live right now. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Thank you for supporting me. See you in the next one. God bless you. God bless you, Brother Joliam, Sister Sally, Joash. Yeah, see you again.